Danielle, these are fantastic. This spread is gorgeous. Really, really nice work. Okay, there's only two things I have, and one is they're both to do with the type. So I'm thinking that the type might be the letter shapes and forms of spell. So specifically the points in the M might be a little sharp for the gorgeous curvilinear, these curved lines, these organic lines through the illustration. I think it's a contrast that's a little bit too pronounced. So for that reason, I would suggest maybe even finding a different sans serif. The other thing is that this is really super bold. Are you using a bold here? Because right now I feel like I'm getting yelled at. The third thing is the way that the cadence of the actual quote goes. So now by sheer nature of the way that we read and the way that the eye moves from the end of one line to the next, there's always going to be a little mental pause from that the end of one sentence or the end of one line to beginning of the next. That only makes logical sense. So what we want to do is exploit that break by placing the verbiage in the quote in such a manner that that break occurs in a natural area in the quote. For example, this is saying, and being the break right here at the end of each line, to design is to communicate clearly by whatever means you can control or master. And that's not natural. So I would reconfigure this more as like something like this: to design is to communicate, design is to communicate clearly by whatever means you can control or master. So I would turn this into 2 lines instead of 4. So you might have, or configure it however typographically you can achieve that cadence. Okay. And then finally, I think that you should take this, the white is too stark. It advances. I would either screen back that white to about, what, 80%, just to draw it back into the composition a little bit, or maybe even replace it with one of the softer colors. Actually, these colors are really, maybe a muted color of that orange for your type, or a muted color of the yellow for your type. Try one of those. I think that could be gorgeous, but not full strength though, because again, it advances too much in the composition. All right, excellent job. Any questions at all, please let me know. Thanks.